XP and let our archive team know that we're getting into Greedfall, and we're going to jump back into the game. And I can finally say, how you guys doing? How's your weekend going? I hope you guys are well. I hope everyone is having as good a weekend as they can. When last we left our heroes, we confronted Constantine, who is going crazy for some reason. We don't really know what he's doing. He's bonded with the island. He's bonded with Tirfredi, and he's turning the Nade Guardians against everyone. We caught him here performing the same stone binding ritual that we saw a Donagad do, but we didn't really get an explanation of what or why. And then he ran away. He ran away, he sicked a very powerful Nade on us, we killed it, and our companions, in this case Kurt and Ciora, were like, we need help. So let's go raise the banners, let's get everybody together and see what we can see. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go talk to everybody, get them on board, then we're going to find Constantine's hideout and figure out what's going on. It very well might be that if we defeat Constantine, the game ends. It feels a bit final encounter-y, but it also feels a little bit end of Act 2-y, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. But either way, we're going to get moving, and we're going to teleport to all the places that we need to teleport to, and get our friendos on board. So, who do we need to talk to? The natives, the Naughts, the Coin Guard, the Bridge, and Teleme. So let's start with the Mother Cardinal and get that out of the way. And then we'll go around everywhere we need to go and sort everything out. Kriska says, if it's the end of Act 2-ish, I'll be delighted, if I'm honest. I mean, same, but the game has been going for kind of a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was wrapping up. It certainly feels like it's wrapping up. So we'll see. We've done all the companion quests. We've done all the side quests, most of the side quests. We haven't done the find all the notes and find all the bonfires, but like it feels like the end of the game. We'll see. Speaking of, how am I doing on ammo? 60 shots. That's not great, but it's not terrible either. Kriska says Greedfall has really been something special. I agree. To that, I agree completely. And I've been thinking about how I'm going to follow it. And there's a couple of things I want to do to follow it. First, I want to get permission from these devs to license me the Greedfall IP so that I can do a story, a tabletop story in this world, because it's awesome. But the other thing that I want to do is I want to kind of decide what game we're going to play next. I took some suggestions, and people seem to be hitting on Yakuza 2. Now, I don't want to overshadow... anything that we're doing in this game, but I'm kind of excited for Yakuza Kiwami 2. Bushman says, to think this could have been averted if What's-His-Face was subject to an ethics committee. You mean Constantine?
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
Do you remember I thought that someone must have been responsible for the attacks you sustained?
Yes, you thought that this guardian who sent us the animals couldn't have been acting alone.
And I was right, sadly.
You're hesitating. Are you afraid of my reaction?
Indeed. As the person responsible is none other than my cousin, Constantine.
Does this mean that the congregation has decided to wage war on us? And thanks to which obscure alliance has your cousin been able to manipulate these creatures?
Constantine acted alone, and he betrayed us as much as he betrayed you, believe me. As for the way he manipulated these creatures, do you remember that my cousin was sick?
Absolutely. And it is said that his recovery was the result of a rather suspicious miracle. Are you telling me that your cousin has made a pact with the demons of this island?
Something like that. He was cured by a denegad of the island who performed a bonding ritual. But the power he received from this made him thirsty for more, and he bonded himself to other places, thus gaining control over the guardians who were protecting these sacred places.
But why attack us? Did his madness make him forget about our alliance?
His thirst for power is making him want to control the island entirely by himself. And I know that for this purpose he will soon attack the natives' main sanctuary on the volcano. I won't stand a chance against all the creatures he's taken control of. And I need some help. I will go and find the other factions, of course. But we need the help of Thélème. Having a common enemy should help us forget all the differences that have been opposing us.
You are asking me to risk the lives of my men to protect the sanctuary of an insular demon. You are out of your mind, de Sardet, and consider yourself lucky that I don't have you arrested right away.
I implore you. You do not realize the magnitude of the threat that is weighing on your city.
The Enlightened protects us. Leave us now.
I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
Wow, that was interesting because we're in really good standing with Thélème. I'm very surprised she refused that. I'm very surprised she refused that. We're in good standing with Thélème. That leads me to believe we might not get anybody on our side. But yeah, I said it some time ago, I believe in September, and I'll say it again. As much as I enjoy CD Projekt Red's work, and hang on, yeah, I've got Petrus in my party star. I thought that would tip it too, but it didn't. Anyway, as much as I enjoy CD Projekt Red's work and the Witcher franchise, as much as I enjoy the fact that I have licensing to do Witcher tabletop stories, I'm going to be completely frank and honest when I say I prefer this world to the world of Witcher. Witcher is great. You guys know that I don't say that lightly. Witcher is awesome. But this game, the world building, the characterization, is just better. Sardancer says, I hope the Mother Cardinal's faith keeps her safe and secure when she sleeps at night. I disagree with her refusal. Likewise. But that makes me wonder if I'm going to get anybody to help me. Because, like, Thélème is one of our strongest... Like, in terms of this, Thélème is one of our strongest. Oh, no it's not. Thélème is our weakest. Well, there we go. That's weird, because we did a lot of work for Thélème. Apparently I lost it when I was helping the natives. So we'll see. We're good everywhere else, so maybe we'll get everybody else. I thought Thélème was our strongest. I was mistaken. Let's see what the bridge has to say. Hey, bridge bro, we need to talk.
Your Excellency.
Lord de
Excuse me.
Sardet, and to what do I owe this honor?
I have come to solicit your help and to propose we forge an alliance.
An alliance? Against whom?
You remember, no doubt, the attacks that fell upon Hikmet, but also San Mateus, and against the natives.
Of course. You told me that different guardians sent the beasts.
Precisely. And the guardians were manipulated by someone. I discovered who it was. This revelation will not please you, but I have no choice but to tell you. It is Constantine.
Surely you jest. What is the meaning of this? Do you know how many men have died during these attacks?
Allow me to continue, I beg you. My cousin's sickness shook him to the core. Then there was a ritual and his capture. And Constantine has fallen into madness. He has been increasing these rituals in order to link himself to the island, to gain power and manipulate its creatures. He is fighting a war against everyone, and it now appears he wants to take control of Tirfredi. He is preparing to attack the Volcano Sanctuary, and I need help to stop him. It is in the name of the congregation that I come to see you. Constantine betrayed us as well.
That's madness. It is complete madness. All of this
Train.
superstitious nonsense. These absurd theories. I believed you sincere, Desarde. Which does not mean that I believe you now. But no matter. You are in need of men to stop your cousin who has already attacked us.
Indeed. And I will ask for the support of all the other forces on the island. We need to unite in order to vanquish him or be drowned one by one.
Let us be clear. I don't believe for an instant that this story has a link to the island or whatever foolishness, but I do trust you. You have rendered us valuable services and have supported us. And since we cannot allow the crimes of your cousin to go unpunished, we will stand beside you.
Thank you, Excellency, thank you. You have improved our chances of success tenfold. I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
Cool. So we got that dude. Dope. So the bridge is on our side. Next is the Coin Guard, I think. So we'll need to go to talk to Sieglinde. And to talk to Sieglinde, we need Kurt. We'll go ahead and grab Kurt and Vasco and do the Admiral of the Naughts and Sieglinde at the same time. You need 5. How many factions are there? 6? No, there's 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6, but we can't ask the congregation for help. So it's just of 5, how many can you get? Is kind of the thing. I'm surprised I need to go to Vedrad to get the natives to participate. I assumed I needed to go to... I believe it's here. Steger Falag to talk to Dunkas. 6 if you count yourself. Yeah. Every time I have Kurt and Vasco in the party, the urge to play The Boys Are Back in Town grows stronger. Because Kurt and Vasco are like the OG. Okay, Sieglinde is over here, I think.
Oh, it's you, Onominawi! Come and see!
We'll make it for you.
Receive beautiful things from our village.
Yeah, Sieglinde is there.
Hello, Commander.
Lord Desade, how can I be of service to you?
I have come to ask for your help.
I'm at your service, Your Excellency. What is it you want from me?
We need reinforcements to protect the sanctuary of the Islanders, north of the island.
Very well. I will send some troops there. But may I ask who or what they will be fighting?
Creatures, in great numbers. And probably my cousin.
I beg your pardon?
As your men must have told you, he has changed a lot recently. Ever since he was cured of the Malachor and bonded to the island, he has become obsessed with power. He is now targeting the heart of the island. If he succeeds, we're all doomed.
I have indeed heard reports of the Governor's peculiar behavior. Since he is our employer, I asked my men to turn a blind eye. But thanks to your help, we avoided dishonor. I won't forget it. If you're telling me that we are in danger, and that we need to go to this sanctuary, we'll go.
Thank you, Commander.
Anything else?
I have to go. Goodbye.
I also have a lot to do. Until next time, Your Excellency.
That was, excuse me, in my opinion, very, very well acted. Sieglinde is the commander of the army, but she is beholden to Desarde. She obviously had questions, and she was confused by what Desarde was asking, but it was very understated. It was very, like, you say jump, Lord Desarde. My only question is how high. I'll do it. I'm very confused, but I'll do it. And we don't see enough of that. Like, if she had reacted the way that the governor of the bridge had acted, she could have been tried for insubordination. Make note, for anybody who is wanting to play a military character in a tabletop story or anything else, like, once again, the character of this game, the characterization of this game was second to none. Like, that is absolutely how a character in that position should react, and that was cool. That was very cool.
Are your boots worn through? Is your hat out of style?
Admiral?
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I have come to ask for your help, Admiral. My cousin has been plunged into madness, and he apparently wishes to conquer the whole island. He took control of many creatures by reenacting rituals he learned from the islanders. And now he uses them to attack the cities and the villages of those he considers to be his rivals.
A difficult situation, admittedly, but one that does not concern us. Who's in charge of the island is none of our business, Desarde, and you know that.
It actually does concern you. If my cousin takes control of the island, soon there will be no ports where your ships can berth. He's not looking for political influence. He desires power. Absolute power.
I see. It's a decent argument. So what now?
We must stop him at all costs. And for that, I will need allies. I already have the support of other factions, but I was hoping I could count on the help of the Nords.
You can. My men aren't really used to fighting on land, but they will be by your side. You have proven time and time again that we can trust you.
Thank you, Admiral.
May the winds be in your favor, Desarde. You'll need all the help you can get.
Cool. And then the only one that's left is the natives, and I'm really surprised that we're going to the Red Spears. Or maybe we're not. Maybe we're going to Yigigida, because that's where Dunkas is. I forgot that the Dunkas' area and not Deirdre, Siora's sister, whose name is escaping me, are in the same zone. I forgot that. Delta says, only just got the notification you went live, Kit. Thought you were taking a half day. Sorry about that. No worries, dude. Nobody is required to be here, friend. If a streamer demands your attendance, your attention, or your subscription, they don't deserve any of those things. I appreciate you showing up, though. I remembered a marker at the beginning of the stream. Also, hi, Winter Viking. Didn't see you pop in. That's my bad. Is it here? This one I need to talk to? Yeah. It is Dunkas. Okay, cool. That makes more sense. Dunkas, bro!
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I came to ask for your help in stopping my cousin, Dunkus. Did you hear about the attacks of creatures led by strange guardians throughout the island?
Yes, Darren sent a messenger to tell me about it.
My cousin was sick, and to cure him, Katasak used the bonding ritual on him. But the power he received from it made him mad, and he started bonding himself in other places. He transformed his guardians each time, and used them to attack those he considers to be his rivals.
What you're telling me is terrifying. Katasak and Evosh should never have bonded him. Your cousin is breaking the balance. He's consuming, and will only want to consume more.
Indeed. Enonmil Frichtemann warned me that Constantine was now targeting the sanctuary at the heart of the island. I cannot fight him alone. I need allies. I already convinced some other factions to support us, but I also need the help of your people, because we must all stand together to stop the threat that is weighing on the island.
Your will to create an alliance between all the peoples on this island is wise and noble. And the call of Enomil Frichtemann cannot remain unanswered. We will be by your side in the battle. I am not a fighter, but Deirdre will lead our warriors. And I would also like for you to take this weapon. I pray it will be useful in the fight that is coming.
Thank you, Dunkus.
Don't thank me. You managed to earn my people's trust. And you fight for a cause that affects us all. May the earth support each of your steps. And may the volcano give you its strength.
I must admit that I expected Dunkus to be more angered when he learned what Constantine had done.
He's a sage amongst sages, even amongst the Donegada. Enonmil Frichtemann speaks in his ear. I think he already knew what was happening, even before we came to see him.
That confirms it. I made the right choice. Teofredi couldn't have a better High King.
Birchman says, side note, was that blade called Dunkas' Peacemaker? It was. It was, and I'm curious as to what it is. It is a very large mace. Can Kurt use that? No. Can Siora use that? No. Okay, that's not useful to us. So now, what are our quests? Inform Glendan of the impending battle. Okay. So let's go inform Glendan. I ran past the travel stone again. Birchman says the Jeffy School of Weapon Naming, I see. Ha! Yes. I'm gonna go here first and find Constantine's hideout before I inform Glendan, because Glendan might be, like... Well, they're both main stories, so maybe not. Let's do this first. So this should be Deirdre's village? I don't have all the village names memorized, but I have the layout memorized. Mostly memorized. Yes, this is Deirdre. No, it's not. This is the High King's area. Interesting. Why is Deirdre here? Oh, he's not. Or she's not, rather.
Hello, Glendan.
Birt Tirtomadon Olmenawi. What can I do for you?
To tell you that men are going to come all the way to the sanctuary. Some Renaigse.
I thank you for coming to warn me in person. But our High King has already spoken to me. I am disgusted to welcome warriors of the faraway island. But the decision is not mine. And in truth, we do not have the choice, do we?
No. It is all of Tirfredi and Enon Frichterman that's in danger. We have need of every able warrior to protect them. You need to prepare yourself as well. I fear that you will not be spared.
We will fight, have no doubts. Because such is our duty and our will. These are our lands that are attacked.
I have no doubt. Good luck, Glendan.
May the rocks give you their toughness. You shall need it more than everyone else. Can I do anything else for you?
Nope.
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelem seg.
Okay. Level 36, hype! We were saving for stasis. Let's go ahead and grab that. And let's go find Constantine's hideout. Also, while we're here, let's stock up on everything that we might need for this fight. Let's get crafting. Actually, let's buy first, so we only have to craft once. Do you have a better gun? No. Do you have the hat that I want? I've looked the entire game for this damn hat. I don't think it exists as a player gained thingus. That's a shame. Give me all of your ammo. Give me all of these. Give me all of your crude iron. Give me all of your hoof fungus. What hat? It's basically this hat, but it has a bigger feather in it. We've seen NPCs wearing it, but we have not found it for us. 138 shots, that's better. Cool. All right. Is that the one where the side curls up? It is, yes. But I want one that does that with the feather. Okay. So find Constantine's hideout. It doesn't in any way give me... It's far away. 300 meters away. Good grief. 500 meters east. Oh, wow. It's all the way over there. Okay. We got a ways to go, then.
Oh, it's you, Norman, are we? We'll make it for you.
Do 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 do. I saw this area before, but I lacked the vigor to see what it was. And I remember thinking, we'll come back eventually, and I never did. And apparently it's a good thing that I didn't, because it's a major main story hub thing. I lacked the vigor. Yes, vigor is a stat in this game that allows you to jump and climb and stuff like that. Why was there a dead bird of prey there? It was a quail, and it's because we shot it back in September.
The cave that Constantine indicated in his note shouldn't be very far.
He has guards that are very loyal to him. There's a chance they'll be protecting his hideout.
You mean those boys right there?
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
You mean like those dunces right there? Right, exactly. Aha! Constantine's secret hideout. Nice. Hello? Oh. I'm gonna try to save my bullets for now. Till I know what I'm gonna be up against. I can strip armor with this, which helps a ton. I'm gonna have to use some bullets here because I'm out of magic. Let's try to keep it above 100 shots, just in case. Constantine's not-so-secret hideout, right? I do want to find out why Constantine is doing this. Like, if we could find a specific motivation, I think that would be very good. Asking, you shall receive. According to my calculations, by performing linking rituals in Credwen and Vidvilve, Enon Milfrictiman should be sufficiently weakened and I sufficiently powerful to fight him. I cannot wait to annihilate the senile old god. Wow. Okay.
Constantine has marked several places on this map. I recognize some of them. They are sacred places for the natives, places of connection. This place, this journal. My poor Constantine, you have completely lost your mind. What are you hoping to achieve with these rituals?
No Donegad has ever done such a thing. It goes against the balance that we are defending. Enon Milfrichteman was right. Your cousin wants power. He is feeding from the strength of Tyr Fredi.
So much so that he's threatening Enon Milfrichteman himself. He wants to take his place. To think he's been plotting this absurd plan for weeks. He even used us to achieve it. The intruder in the sanctuary was certainly sent by him, to scout the place. We'll need to gather allies if we're going to stop him. But we will also have to weaken him and break apart the bonds that he's established.
I don't know exactly how these things work. And unless you do, we're gonna need help. How about Dunkus? Mev scares me a little.
Fair.
You're right. Let's go and find him.
How about Dunkas? Mev scares me a little. You know, that's completely valid, Kurt. That is completely valid, my dude. Ambush leaving the cave in 3, 2, 1. So Trait Scare. Yeah, well, see, what you need to remember, Trait Scare, is I'm the scariest thing in these mountains. Trait Scare says, no? I'm surprised. Really? Because I'm not. It's not a Blizzard game. You know, that joke was good, but I am upset that I just now thought of a better one. What I should have said was, really? You expected an ambush? I didn't think I was playing Uncharted. That was rude. That was rude. I'm sorry, Naughty Dog. I'm mostly sorry, Naughty Dog. I've said it before. I don't think I've said it on stream, though. But Skinminer says, isn't the Tomb Raider reboot guilty of that too? To a lesser degree. I don't think I've said this on stream, so I'm gonna make some enemies, and you know what? Fuck it. The shooting is the second worst thing about Uncharted. I like the puzzles, I like the exploration, I like, you know, the concept of the Uncharted games. But the shooting gallery segments have always felt jarring to me, and I do consider it to be the second worst thing about the game. And this is the part where someone in chat is going to say, what's the worst thing about Uncharted, Kit? To which I will say, Nathan fucking Drake! Nathan Drake is an insufferable asshole, and as an insufferable asshole, this town's not big enough for the both of us.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
Skinminer says, what's the third worst thing about Uncharted, Kit? Nathan Drake's choice in women?
As I've told you before, my cousin bonded himself in many places before he decided to target the heart of the island.
You did tell me, and you must know that by doing so, he has acquired a power that no Donegada has ever possessed.
That is why I need your help. We need to break some of his bonds in order to weaken him.
Rest assured, all the Donegada will answer to the call of their Hoi King. And with their help, we will heal the wound your cousin has opened. However, to accomplish this, it is I who will need your help.
What can I do?
During the ritual, the one who is bonding himself spills some of his blood near the base of a stone. And this blood summons a guardian. The guardian lifts the stone so that it may serve as an anchor point for the bond. The only way to break this bond is to have a guardian topple the stone. we will be able to do it, but these rituals take a long time. Too long to be done quickly. So, in the meantime, you must prevent your cousin from drawing magic from the place. Here, take these seeds and plant them at the bottom of your cousin's bonding stones. These plants grow very fast, and their roots will prevent him from drawing the strength of Tifradi. However, you must be careful, because the guardians corrupted by him will come to defend the stones.
Thank you, Dunkus.
And thank you for wanting to stop your cousin. Don't worry. I will send my people to finish the work of the plants I have given you.
Delta says, I agree the shooting in Uncharted is god-awful, but Drake ain't that bad, not compared to some protagonists. With the exception of Cade 6, Delta, who do you think is worse than Nathan Drake? I'm curious. Because Nathan Drake is easily in my top 3 worst protagonists. I do not like that boy at all. Magic plants, chat. He gave us magic plants. Trying to find a real-world allegory isn't gonna work. Winter Viking says if the devs gave Nathan Drake wings, his name would probably be Nathan Dragon. Oh god, Nathan Drake is a polymorph dragon. That sounds awful. But I am deeply curious who Delta, or anyone for that matter, thinks is worse than Nathan Drake. What's the Anthro version of Rule 34? E361? 261? I can never remember the numbers. Hello, friends. E621. Thank you, Fresco.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Is this a magic potion? No. Yes, it is. It is a magic potion. Great.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
No magic left. Drink a potion.
Stay in its face, Kurt.
Things are about to get dicey. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
We can access the stone now and plant Lucas's seed.
Dusted. 100 XP, price slaughtered.
Look! The plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Donegada of Dunkus's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
What's the name of the druid's spell that binds a target in roots? I'm not talking about D&D. I'm talking about Warcraft. What is it literally called Entangling Roots? What is the name of that spell? Entangling roots. That's what that graphic reminded me of. Delta says, first of all, Cade isn't a protagonist, he's an NPC at best, and as for my worth, I would have to go with Talion. Most dialogue I can't help but just want him to shut up. Talion. Talion is from... I know the name, I've heard it before. Talion is from... Shadow of War. Really? That's surprising. Though, hang on, chat. Before anybody goes off, myself included, bear in mind, Delta has only played Shadow of War. He has not played Shadow of Mordor, the first game. And Talion is a little bit insufferable in the sequel. I will concede that. Shadow of Mordor, he's a great deal better. I wouldn't say he's worse than Nathan Drake, though. The sequel is insufferable in and of itself, from what I've heard, says Birch. Like, you're right. You're right. Ask me after the stream if you need more reasons to dislike Warner Brothers, because some stuff came to light last night. I'm not going to talk about it on stream, but woof. Woof. Hello, friend. Oh, shit. Fury from Darksiders 3? I quite like Fury. She's a damn sight better than War, and I like War. Ah.
Drink a potion. Move away. Things are about to get.
Thank you, Ciara. If you're wondering why I'm not drinking a health potion, it's because Ciara is a healer. As long as I can stay alive enough, she'll keep me topped off. Who was it that I really liked in Darksiders 3? I mean, most Darksiders characters are awesome. Like, in the entire series. But yes, I really like their portrayal of lust, because their portrayal of lust was accurate to history and mythology, as it has always been with Darksiders. Darksiders does not get nearly enough credit for its relative historical accuracy. I'm gonna need to drink a health potion. Top me off, Ciara. Thank you. Oh, Kurt's down. I'm gonna have to use my gun here in a minute. Yep. Alright. I didn't want to use my gun, but I have to. Damn it. Sit your ass down.
Now let's plant the seed Dunkus gave us at the base of the raised stone.
100 XP, prey slaughtered. Let's see. Game Matter says, "Oh, I know the protagonist in city building games is worse than Nathan Drake." I don't understand your logic. That feels like a purple monkey dishwasher argument. I don't really understand.
Look! The plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Donegada of Dunkas's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond.
Gather your companions before going to the sanctuary. The protag is you, the player. Ah, got it. I'm gonna keep Kurt and Sierra. I was gonna put in Vasco, but I'm gonna need the heals, I'm sure. Just got a warning in the top right that we reached the point of no return. I didn't even notice. Good eye, Ender. $157. Let's hope that's enough. Do a hard save. I can't do a hard save. Can I do a hard save now? Yes. Alrighty. So what are we doing in this area? We are... Gather your companions before going on the sanctuary. Okay. Gather your companions.
How are you feeling, my child? What you are about to do is difficult.
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus. Fighting against your cousin isn't pleasant, but it's the only logical thing to do.
A nicer way of saying he has no choice.
Indeed. I must stop Constantine, regardless of what it may cost me. Not only to obtain an antidote to the Malachor, but also to save this island.
I have learned many things by your side, and thanks to you, I was able to give my mother back to the Earth. I won't forget this. And this is my land, my people. I will be by your side. You will not go through this ordeal alone.
What's happened to Constantine is regrettable. But you're doing what must be done. You're a good person, Greenblood. And you can count on your old master of arms to protect you. We will all be with you. After all, this concerns all of us, doesn't it?
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both physically and spiritually.
Thank you. You have been precious allies, and you are proving once more the value of your friendship. Now let's go. It'll be a shame if we arrive too late.
So we're getting everyone. Dope. Holy shit, we have everyone. That is awesome! We're failing the camps, that's fine.
The entrance to the sanctuary has been forced. A fight took place here.
Constantine managed to get through. Let's hurry.
I knew I wasn't gonna get all of Professor Seraphetin's stuff. It's fine. You got nearly everything. I did, you right. Not going that way. Ken Miner says Kane from the Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver series. Haven't played it, can't comment. Yeah, we're gonna have to go this way. Alright. Coin Guard getting their asses kicked. Surprising no one. Should be able to go up here. There's a bridge, dude. Hey look, friends.
Disade, glad to see you. Sadly, we couldn't stop your cousin.
He suddenly stormed our position, along with a horde of enraged creatures. We didn't stand a chance.
And now there are beasts attacking us relentlessly. My men are doing all they can to stop them.
We thought it best to stay here to keep the path open for you, should you want to face your cousin.
Thank you. You did well. I'll do everything in my power to catch him and stop him from carrying out his plan. Keep holding on as long as you can. I need to be able to reach him.
Wait, there's a group of creatures coming.
Where? There.
May the enlightened protect me in this battle. Put a poison on my blade. And let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
God, we've got everybody here. This is so cool.
Take a potion if you want to. I hope you are ready to beat. I hope you are ready to beat.
I'll stay here with them, Greenblood.
He's right. We must help them stop these creatures.
Are you sure?
Every minute gained is a minute that allows you to save us.
Glad to have you with us, Kurt. Just like the good old days.
And thank you too, Afra. It is an honor.
Enough with the talking, Greenblood. Go.
And stop Constantine. I'd hate to be doing this for nothing.
In that case, thank you. And good luck to both of you.
Alright, devs of Greedfall, I see you with your Mass Effect 1 ending. With your suicide mission. I see you. Mass Effect 2? Mass Effect 1? I don't know which one it is. Still, I see you. Developers. By the way, let it be known, when I played Mass Effect 2, or Mass Effect 1, whatever Mass Effect it was, I played all the Mass Effect. I just didn't enjoy them that much. I got a perfect on the suicide mission on my first try. Everybody made it out, highest score possible, got the achievement, all that good stuff. Wasn't it all the games? There's one that's specifically called the Suicide Mission, and I don't remember which one it is. It's either 1 or 2. Whichever one had the assuming direct control guy. Is that 2? I think that's 2.
there you are. I was starting to think that we would die here for nothing. Your cousin just passed through here with a horde of beasts, and he keeps sending us more.
We won't hold very long. We're not used to fighting creatures like these.
We are, and we will hold long enough for you to reach the heart, even if we must die in the process. But you must chase him. You must prevent him from performing the ritual at all costs. If Enon Milfrichteman dies, we're all doomed.
I'm well aware of that. Believe me.
No, Vasco will
comes
split
some
here,
more
but
beasts.
Sura won't. Try to go.
To arms!
What are we fighting? Over there.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle. You will be careful with your blood.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
You don't think Sierra would team up with Deirdre? No. I think Sierra values us more than Deirdre. But if it was her sister, I'd give you.
Your magic is running out. Take a potion.
No magic left. Drink the potion.
Let's see if you can work.
Wait.
Oh, never mind.
I'll stay with my people.
And I'll stay with her. One blade more can't
I'm very
We
surprised.
need to prevent the beasts from following your tracks.
Yeah, we could use some help here, to be honest.
I wouldn't have put it that way, but the Moridigan isn't wrong.
You see? Over and done.
You should go now. And may the volcano give you its strength.
Well, good luck.
I'm surprised Sierra stayed. I really am. But fair enough. We've still got Petrus, though. Petrus is a pretty useful tank, so it'll be okay. He's not as good as Kurt, but he's decent. We'll be with you to the end. Disappears. Thanks, guys.
May the Enlightened protect me in this battle.
There we go. Too many bullets, but it's okay. If we've gotten help from Talame, we likely wouldn't have him from the final battle either. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I wonder if they're preventing waves during the final encounter. Like, I wonder if each of them is, like, preventing a phase of Constantine's fight. That would be interesting. Very classic RPG in that regard. Kind of like the Sacred Beast in Breath of the Wild.
This time it's my turn.
Not enough rep,
It's up
yeah.
to me to stop the last wave of creatures.
I knew you'd say that, but I hoped I was mistaken.
Constantine thinks of you with a lot of affection, despite his madness. You are more likely to convince him than I am. My role is here. Go, my child. I pray for your success.
Thank you, Petrus. Be careful.
Yeah, Delta, I thought for sure that Talame was going to join us, but it turns out we had less rep with Talame than anywhere else, including the bridge. Because Petrus doesn't have help here, he's probably going to die. I'm betting because we don't have Talame's help, Petrus is going to die. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Who knows? I might be able to talk him down. Constantine! Bitch! Let me just do this to be safe.
Constantine!
Restrain him!
All right then. I can't dodge. I'm stuck on a cliff. Ugh. Damnation, man. Tactical balls. It's not letting me dodge in what areas that I feel like I should be able to dodge in. Tactical balls. That was not the button I wanted to push. Tactical balls. Health potion. Again, I thought I should have been able to dodge that. God. Boop. Gotta have these. Nope. Come on, you jerk. I don't like this arena. Got him. 100 XP, price slaughter.
No! Stop! Step back.
I do not desire your death. I'm sorry.
Why? Why have you done this?
But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last.
This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness.
You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us.
Perhaps, but
I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods, the immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his pride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me. And we will be gods together, forever.
Blade didn't render. Sorry, mate. But you've gone off the deep end.
Come. Oh, what a shame. Good night, sweet prince.
So you have chosen death.
After the fall of Constantine, my young student managed to establish stronger links between the old nations and the natives. Some of their Donegada were even invited to the continent, and with their help, it slowly became a land filled with life again. And for the first time in a long while, the number of cases of the Malichor is decreasing. Those who bravely fought at Dorhad Genadu were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's greedy hands. Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place alongside his former student and friend, watching his back, as he always had. Siora obtained the title of Marl of the Red Spears alongside her twin. She leads them with wisdom, but often reunites with the one she still calls her Karants. Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkas's clan when not visiting her friends. For his bravery, Vasco was awarded the rank of commander. He now travels the sea at the head of a whole fleet, but he often comes back to visit his brother-in-arms. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal.
Petrus didn't
Despite
die.
the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. Despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the seaside Nemeus, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans.
Glad we didn't make him High
Her
King.
friendship with Aranaikse helped Deirdre to overcome her reticence. She willfully accepted to follow the orders of her new High King. Dunkas and his people spent a lot of time with savants and theologians. Patiently, they shared their knowledge of the earth and learnt new techniques from one another, and in so doing, they restored balance between the new world and the old. The natives' hostility towards the Alliance has not diminished, and Governor Byrne is in a delicate situation, especially considering some sordid rumors in Al-Sad regarding the practices of the scholars he protects. The public revelations of Saint Matthias's life led to a deep change in Teleme. The Ordo Luminis was dismantled for good.
Good
and
riddance.
the missionaries' purpose is now to establish dialogue rather than conversion. Aware that their culture of secrets would lead them to their demise, the Nords changed their methods. They welcomed numerous new recruits amongst them, notably natives. Under Sieglinder's control, the Guard returned to the honorable values that had made its reputation. And they did so all the more easily, now that their shadiest members were out of the picture.
Well, I dare say that was the good ending. And now I'll be back after the credits, as ever. Since there's not any dialogue here and not a lot of music either, I'm gonna talk over it just a little, not to detract from the work that's been done on this game, but to provide people a little bit something to latch on to. I'm gonna save my final thoughts for after the credits, but I do want to thank Parish Broadnax for that subscription. Seems someone in the court has their eye on you, my friend. Your table is waiting. Welcome back to the Masquerade, where the party never stops, and you'll always find good friends beneath overflowing goblets. Thank you, Trescare, for your continued support, offering up 149 gifted subs to the channel. And thank you, PB, for your subscription, reveling with us for 8 months, you balls. It's support like that that allows me to do this every day for you guys. Cheers. Skinmatter says, nobody became a god, how can it be a good ending? That's exactly the point, I think. Delta 008 says, the only thing I'd say didn't go well from all that was the bridge, given how the hostility between them and the natives didn't get better. Yeah, but... I did everything that I could. I think we did pretty good on the whole. Again, I'm going to save my thoughts for the end. Can we just say, though, to this cast right here, these voice actors... Good God, legitimately some of the best characterization I've ever seen. So to these people on the screen right now, well fucking done, friends. I have a lot of thoughts on this game, so once these finish, and we give credit where credit is due to all of this, I'm going to have a lot of stuff to say. Tricia says, I don't see a single famous VA among them, and that makes it all the more amazing for the voice work. I recognized a lot of the voices, but yeah, I agree, there wasn't a lot of big names in it. Excuse me. Stinger? No stinger. Interesting. Alright. Well, that was Greedfall. That was an experience that was split in half by October. That was a story that took several weeks for us to get through, even without October getting in the way. That was truly special. I'm going to start with the bad this time, because I'm going to gush about the good. And... Train. I don't want the valid, in my opinion, valid criticisms of this game to get lost in the sea of compliments that I'm about to give. So I'm going to start with what I did not like about this game. That ending was not great. They needed a villain from the start. It felt a little bit like learning about the world, which was cool. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed the learning about Tier 4D aspect of it, but then at the end it was just like, ta-da! Constantine's been bad the whole time. I think that could have been handled a little bit better in terms of pacing. Vendabar should have had a little bit more, and I wonder sincerely how much of this is because of the decisions that we made in the game. I wonder if we could have found Constantine's laboratory, secret lab, early and confronted him. I wonder if we could have not used Katasak and somehow prevented, like, I wonder if there's like a whole other wing of this game that we didn't even see because of our decision with Katasak, because that was a choice that I made. I chose Katasak because he was a bro, and I thought that he could help us out, but we had a complete other choice, which was to work with the bridge, and that could have changed everything, because the bridge doesn't know how to, like, bind Constantine to the island. Like, I have no idea how that would go. Maybe then the villain would have been Vendabar. I have no idea. There's a lot to this game that is good. And again, I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna be gushing again. I need to stop. I need to talk about the criticisms first. The combat was simple. Once I got, level 10 or 12 or so, I didn't really feel like I was in danger very often. The combat was also a little bit floaty. It wasn't as tight as I would have liked. And yeah, okay, I used a really, really powerful, really simple build. Fair dues. But I would have liked them to do a little bit more with it. The mocap of the faces was all over the place. That's a problem. Now, the more I played it, the more I was like, I wonder if the mocap for this is in a different language. And that's why it doesn't match up. And if it is, cool, rescind all of that criticism. But I don't know what language it is. And I don't have confirmation that that is what happened. And so because of that, the facial animations was jarring, which is a shame because the voice acting and the characterization was so good. I would have liked to have had more depth in the locations. There was really only like 2 or 3 people in a given place that was important. There was like there was a whole thing about like going to all of these places, and there wasn't anything to do. It was like maybe a side quest and like a couple of interesting characters, and then that was it. I would have loved to have seen more, like a lot more from all of these places. I would have loved to have gone to all of the sacred places of the Donegada and gone through all of those doors and gotten even more information. And maybe I could do that, and I locked myself out of that, and I wasn't able to do it. I would have loved to have seen more with the side characters. I would have loved to have had more than just one quest. I would have loved to have seen like more in-depth stuff. I do appreciate that the side quests in this game were mostly like talking to people and solving problems, because that's what a diplomat does. Like, Desardet is not... He's not a witcher. He's not a monster slayer. He's not an archaeologist. He's a dude who solves his problems by talking to people. And most of that came through in the quest, side quest, and main quest. I would have liked a clearer indication of what dialogue choice I was choosing would affect my what's the word I'm looking for? My reputation with the various factions. I would have liked there have been more to do with the various factions. I also would have liked there to have been more like shades of gray options, especially towards the end. I would have liked... We sequence broke several times, or characters reacted irregardless of things we had done with them in like side quest to the main quest, it didn't match up. I would have liked to have seen more of that. But again, it's an indie game, so I can look past most of that. What did I like about this game? Where do I begin? So the voice acting is great, the world building is great, the concept of this like turn of the century, like relative steampunk style, big Witcher style world is great. I loved everything about that. The characters were fantastic. The factions were interesting and also different enough from one another, including the individual native tribes. That was cool. The language, like languages for that matter, was cool. I would have liked more varied locations, but what we did see was varied, and that was cool. Like Hekmet looks nothing like Thélème, which looks nothing like the native tribes, or even like New Serene. Yeah, there wasn't a bad like side character. Okay, there was like maybe one out of the entire game, and that's saying something given the fact that like while Witcher characterization is good, you know, you've got like maybe 1 in 3 is not the best. Whereas here, like everybody was good. Everybody felt like they belonged. Everybody had a purpose. I wish they had more of a purpose. I just want more Greedfall. I want this to be a bigger game. I wanted them to have more in this world. And that's really all you can ask for in an open world or semi-open world RPG like this. Like, it was so cool. I would have loved like just more gear with different effects on it, more stuff with the companions, more companions, a bigger skill tree, more stuff to do within that skill tree, a fully fleshed out magic system, a fully fleshed out like artificing system. Basically, I want Divinity Original Sin Greedfall. That's what I want. Like, oh, that was good. And yeah, I'll say it. One of my favorite action semi-open world RPGs that I've ever played. I definitely want more from these devs. I want to see what comes next. Do I want a Greedfall 2? No. I don't think I want a Greedfall 2. I want, like, Pokemon Silver, Gold and Silver to the Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow that is Greedfall 1. I want the same concept in the same world with completely different locations and people and story. I don't want a direct sequel. I mean, I would be very happy if Desarde was in another Greedfall game, but I don't think I want to play as Desarde again, unless it's like an Isaac Clarke scenario, and he's the only one who can resolve it. This world is awesome, and this game is like $20. Like, it's regularly on sale for like, yeah, $20-30. I don't even think it's ever full price. Like, it's crazy. Hero of Another Story's Or. Yeah, like Final Fantasy. That's a good way to say it, Triscare. And Bender says there was a lot of important decisions that were subtly made. For example, in my playthrough, I went to see Constantine when we learned he had the Malachor before I got far enough for Kurt's side quest. Let's just say that had major enough repercussions to make me reload and do that quest. Whoa! That's interesting. So there's a lot here that we didn't see. I would love for you guys to pick up this game and let me know what it is in that you guys get different. Stuff like that. Now, versus kind of like that one game with the guy in the mech suit. BioShock? How the protag of the first showed up in the second. Titanfall? Are you talking about Titanfall, Alvar? Skidminer said a prequel with the Saint learning things from the natives originally. That would be cool, Skidminer. Yeah. I have no idea what you're on about, Nalvor. Sorry, friend. That's pretty much what I got. and we've got some time left in the stream. Can we talk about how damn pretty this game is, says Stray Scare? We can, actually, the good and the bad. It looks better than Skyrim, which is not saying very much. I think when it comes to how pretty this game is, we should have our expectations tempered, because it's a lot of corridors that look pretty, and there's not a lot of stuff to do in them. Likewise, some of the animations are busted, some of the animations don't really fit with what you're doing. Again, the controls are a little bit floaty. It looks great, don't get me wrong, but with a full coat of polish and some heavy funding for, like, you know, quality of life improvements, it could look even better. I would actually say the game looks a little bit dated in that regard. That being said, if this concept was made by, like, Guerrilla Games, for example, it would look amazing. Or Crytek, for that matter, would make this game look amazing. The concepts are all there, certainly. Skidminer says, know what looks better than Skyrim? Fallout New Vegas. You right! Wonder Viking says, wonder where that feathered Bard hat was in the game. I know, right? I have no idea. Now we're talking about the Surge. Okay, fair dues. But yeah, for what it was, it looked really, really good. I absolutely enjoyed my time with this game. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, guys, because I'm still feeling really tired, and frankly, I think I want to go have a nap. So, thank you all for joining me on this playthrough of Greedfall. I have some stuff I need to do. I will try to be back tonight for Grandmaster preparations, but I make no promises. I have a lot of stuff I need to do for Grandmaster preparations, so I'm either going to do it offline or do it with you guys later tonight. But if you're new around here, I'd like to take your attention for just a moment, if I may. I am the Sharp-Eyed Kitsune, the teller of tales and the weaver of mysteries, the Masked Bard. This has been a channel that is devoted to lore and storytelling, world-building, role-playing, and discussions of those things, and I hope that it always continues to be. I stream every single day that my health permits me to do so, and we're rolling with advantage in 2020 and beyond, which is 2 chances to catch a given stream. This has been Greedfall, and I'll be back tomorrow at the latest with our next playthrough, and I think I'm going to pick up Yakuza Kiwami 2. I think we're gonna go into Yakuza Kiwami 2 because I'm feeling the itch to go back and have some fun with Kiryu. But I hope you guys enjoyed our Greedfall playthrough, and, well, as always, there's more stories to tell out there. Always more stories to tell out there, and hopefully I'll see you all next time for whatever comes next, probably Yakuza, and a new chapter. Good night for now, you guys. Thank you for joining me for the conclusion of Greedfall, and hopefully I'll see you all again very soon. Cheers.